I'm Chuck Fleury with the Coon Rapids Fire Department. On this month's City Connection show, we're going to take a look at Coon Rapids Fire Station number 1 and what goes on in there. There's this notion of firefighters just sit around on recliners and wait for calls, but I'm going to show different. Let's go take a look. First off, let's start in our training room. Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays of every week, our full-time firefighters will train between 9 and 12 on various subjects, whatever our training officer has for us that week. It could be EMT skills, water rescue, auto extrication, just general knowledge of our job, and we have to keep our skills updated every week. We're lucky enough also to have in our training room a smart board to be able to teach us. When we have instructors coming from the outside, it's nice to have the new technology. So let's go take a peek at the rest of the station. All right, and now we're in our weight room. With our jobs can be very strenuous at times, so the city offers a weight room in each station. And today, lucky enough, we got Justin Height lifting today, and the firefighters throughout the day will try to get in and do some cardio or some lifting to help them in their job. That's some good form, Justin. At this point, we're in our main office where the computers are, the maps, and one of the most questions we get from parents and kids in tours is how do you find the addresses in the city? Well, the city's gridded into 97 grids in 3 different sections. Each section is, section 1 is station 1, section 2 is station 2, and section 3 is station 3. So it's easy to find once dispatch gives you the grid number after they give you the address, and we go right to that grid number, and then that's how we can find the address quick. The computers in here are all for documentation. Every time we go out on a run, we have to document everything we do on a call. And also in here is the 2800 computer, which is the dispatch computer, which we have to get all the information from, our arrival times, our dispatch times, and at that point, they'll do a printout on the 2800 printer. So once you hear this printer from all the rooms, you know somebody in the city's going on a run, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. So we get the call number, the caller, and what the call is for. And if you're not familiar with it, you can take a real quick glance over here. Say it came up grid 80. There's grid 80. You know where we're starting from, and you know where we're going. So that's a real good time saver for us. Our response time is about 4 minutes anywhere in the city from each station in their district. Let's check out our second most popular room in the station. As you know, in our profession, we work 24-hour shifts, so we can't go home at night. So at 5 o'clock after we have dinner, we can come in here, socialize, watch a sporting event, catch up on TV shows or movies, or even watch the news. Guys can sit in here till 10 o'clock, till bedtime, whatever time they go to bed, and just kind of sit around. And obviously, we still have to run calls. If anything comes up, we're up out of them and we're gone. But this is the only time after 5 o'clock you'll see us in these recliners. Let's go check out the most favorite room in the station. And this is the kitchen in Fire Station 1. It's one of the most popular rooms in the station, obviously. As in any movie or any TV show, firefighters love to eat. Well, that is very true. Typically in the morning, the crews start out at the table here. They'll discuss things, what happened the night before, what's wrong with the trucks, what's needed to be fixed. And then also, you know, every shift, one of the favorite things to do, obviously, is eat, like I mentioned, but everybody takes turns cooking. We pay for our own food, so we decide that morning or that night what we're going to eat. And Justin, what are we making today?
It's chili today.
Chili, firehouse chili, one of the favorite things for firefighters to eat. So now we'll have the chili tonight, and then next shift somebody also cooked their favorite. So let's go check out the bunk rooms now. We'll let Justin keep cooking. All right, we left the kitchen, now we're into our bunk rooms. So every morning when the guys get on duty, they come to their locker, they got all their gear and all their blues, as we call them. We get dressed. It's like a little studio apartment. We can put TVs in there, obviously. Like, again, we work 24 hours, so this is our home away from home for 10 days a month. So we got TVs and whatever else they want to bring in, a VCR, a fan, whatever. But all your personal belongings are in here for the day. Then we each get our own bed. One of the top 3 questions we always get from tours is how we wake up in the middle of the night. How do we know when the call is? And what happens is when you go to bed, every firefighter will kind of lay out their pants, their shoes, where they're at so they can get dressed quickly. And so when we're laying and sleeping, the lights will go on. and the dispatcher will start talking.
Attention, Coon Rapids Fire.
So that's how dispatch wakes us up when we get a call in the middle of the night. The lights come on, they start talking, you'll get up, get dressed, and they'll repeat it twice because that first one, you're not going to remember everything. So the second one, you'll catch half of it, and that's why we have the printout. During the tours, we like to kind of tease the kids is that we have to make our beds every day or we get in trouble. And this is how we show them how we make our beds. There it is, beds are made. So let's go on out to the apparatus floor and look at the fire trucks. Now we're out on the apparatus floor at fire station number 1. And this station carries a unique truck here. And this is our utility truck that carries our ice rescue, our rope rescue, and some extra firefighting gear that we call to all of our structural firefighter scenes or any special call that we get. Next to that one is our grass rig. Carries 100 gallons of water, and we'll use this to get on any grass fire that's in the city or any mutual aid. This truck can leave the city. And in this spot, we got one of our newest trucks. This is our new Rescue 1 that's painted red. If you're wondering why it's red, we've now decided that any new truck that's going to be replaced is going to be red, no longer yellow. We're going back to the traditional firefighter red. And this is a rescue truck, so this would go out on any medicals, car fires, and auto extrication. This carries the hearse tool and all of our medical equipment on it. We're lucky enough at each station to have a hose tower, and the primary use of this hose tower is to clean the hose and then also hang the hose. And it's very important during the winter months because when we have a structure fire or we lay hose in the winter, the ice and the buildup of ice on it will make us we won't be able to load the hose properly in the beds of the truck. So we'll have to bring them in here, wash them. We have a unique device in here that we can send the hose through with a high pressure water, get all the ice and the dirt and the grime off the hose and the couplings. We send a guy up there and a guy down here, and we just loop the hose over and let them dry. So that's extremely important 7 months, 8 months out of the year in the winter. Also with this hose tower, we use it for training. Up on top, there's access to the roof and another platform up there that we use for SRT training where the guys can hang over the side, get comfortable in their harnesses, practice recovering people or rescuing people. And that's also on the top of the roof of the station is where we do training, where we'll pretend there's a construction worker down on a building and use the aerial ladder to pick them off. So we utilize every inch of this building for training. The last part of the tour here is the gear locker, we call it. So when the guys come on duty, they'll come to this area, grab their turnout gear, their fire boots, helmet, and gloves, and bring it out to the truck they're on for that day. And then also, and of course, at the end of their shift, they'll take it off the truck and put it right back in their locker. You've seen where we train, you see where we sleep, and you see where we eat. Now it's time for you to leave. I'm Chuck Fleury with the Coon Rapids Fire Department. Stay safe.